gang, it's your girl Paris back at it again with another motherfucking video and period. So this is a tutorial on this luscious neat braided high ponytail that I just did, and if you want to see how to achieve this look, keep watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at that.paris. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna section off my hair into 3 parts. I'm gonna have the back and the 2 sides, so I can flat iron it so that my ponytail can be flat. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just parting my hair and preparing it for flat ironing. So now that I finished flat ironing my hair, I'm going to brush it all up into a ponytail so I can get it slicked down. First, I'm going to comb it so I can make sure that all of it is up. Now I'm going to take some edge control, that's what I'm using, and some edge booster spray. I'm going to need a bobby pin and 3 times free stretch braiding hair. I use that braiding hair because it's already stretched at the ends, so we don't have that blunt cut. So now I'm just taking some edges out. I usually don't use that much hair for my edges, but I kind of wanted, like, you know, some sleekness, and I wanted it to look full, so I took that much out. This is me struggling to get the freaking edge control open, so I'm gonna get that open and then I'll be right back. So I finally got the edge control freaking open, thank God, because that took only forever. I use edge booster, and then it got a scent to it, so I'm just using some of that to lay down my edges so they can stay in place and not mix in with the rest of the hair when I'm slicking it up. You feel me? So then I'm going to take my edge booster spray. I'm going to spray it all around. Normally I blow dry this so it can, it's kind of like got to be glue, but not really. It's like, it doesn't get as hard. It make it smooth but sleek. But I didn't blow dry this time because I kind of was like rushing. I'm not even going to lie. So I'm just combing that in and working that into my hair. I actually, since I didn't blow dry it, I had to use a bunch of other stuff to at least make it look like something, because I should have blow dried it. So if you do that step with the edge booster or with your got to be glue, make sure you blow dry it first. So that's where I messed up, because I was being lazy. So I'm going to sleek that up. I'm going to use some Eco Styling Gel too. There's Jeremy interrupting my freaking video. So I'm going to use some Eco Styling Gel, and then I'm going to use some Edge Booster and Spritz to sleek that up. So I'll be right back with this sleek look. So now that that's sleeked up, I went to get my wrap strips. I'm not really sure what the real name is. I just call them wrap strips. So I'm going to spray some spritz all around my hair, my ponytail, so it can get sleek. And then I'm going to tie 3 black wrap strips around my head so it can lay down like it's supposed to. I put one in the front, I put one in the back, and then I put another one in the back. No, I put another one in the front, and then that's the 3 that I put on there. So I then noticed that at the top of my ponytail, it needed some spritz because it was kind of getting a little flyaways. So I sprayed that. And I'll get into this braiding in a minute. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ponytail and split it up into 3 separate even pieces. That's going to be how I'm going to do my braid. And then I'm going to take some edge booster to put on each piece so that my real hair doesn't frizz up or pop out of my braid. It's just all blends really well when you add some product to it. I'm going to comb that product through my little 3 pieces. Then I'm going to open my pack of hair. And the first piece that I'm going to take off is a whole piece. That first piece, I'm going to use that to start my braid. The whole piece. You're not going to split it up or nothing like that. You're just going to use that whole piece to braid. So the second piece that I'm going to use, I'm going to split that up. And that's going to be so if I want to add hair to make it longer, or if it's getting too thin to keep the consistency of the thickness. And then I'm going to split that into some other pieces, and that's going to be my band part. So as you can see, I put that first piece to the side. That's going to start off the braid. And then right now I'm cutting out the second piece of hair. And I'm going to split that up into several different pieces, and that's going to be pieces that I'm going to add into the braid to either keep it thick or to make it longer. Those pieces that you're going to add in, they're not going to be too big. They're going to be just like a medium size. And that piece is going to be for your band. So, how I braid my hair, some people separate their braid. Some people separate their hair and cross it over and make it into 3 pieces that way. But I just take my finger and separate that second piece of hair into 2 pieces. And I have 3 separate pieces. Then I flip it. And then I match each piece up with each piece of the 3 pieces that I separated my ponytail into. I hope I'm explaining this right, because it's really hard to explain. So I'm just going to start braiding. As I'm braiding, I'm going to tuck my real hair so that you really can't see it. Now, before I get too far into my braid, the 2 pieces that I split, the 1 piece that I split into 2 is those 2 pieces are really smaller than the bigger piece. So I added a piece of hair to make those all 3 pieces the same thickness. And then I'm just doing a regular braid. So I'll be back when it's time to add the band. So now we're going to get into adding the band around our ponytail. Usually I have Uno here to hold my braid up to help me put my band around, but he left, so I got to figure it out myself. I normally don't put my braid in the middle of my head because I like for my braid to hang to the side. So right now we're getting that last piece of hair that we separated for our band part. And I'm just untangling it because we don't need it tangled, because then it wouldn't be like slick around the braid. So I'm just untangling it. And then after I do that, I'm going to take some spritz. And then I'm going to spray the spritz on the braiding hair. That's going to make it straight and sleek. It might get a little sticky. It might stick to your hands, but that's okay because it's going to come out real cute. So instead of having Jeremy hold my ponytail up, I just flipped it to the front. It's easier that way too if you don't have anybody to help you. So I just wrapped a small piece around the braid, and then I bobby pinned that. And then the rest I'm gonna wrap around it the other way. So as you're wrapping, you want to make sure you're keeping it super, super tight, because that's what's gonna make your ponytail stand up. You don't want it sitting on your head, so you want to make sure you're wrapping it really, really tight. I wrapped mine a little high because I like that style. I like the style of the genie ponytail look. So I had to unwrap it a little bit because it wasn't tight enough. And then I'm just going to continue wrapping. As I'm wrapping, I'm going to make sure I'm getting the tangles out and stuff like that. So that's how you add the band. You're going to fix it up to however you want it. I like mine to the side. Then you're going to spray some edge booster on there, so the flyaways don't be like everywhere, you feel me? Period. So we're going to get into that braid though. Nice, neat braid. And as you can see, it's pretty long. It sits real nice. We're going to get into these edges.